My name is Julie Powers, and I'm a breast cancer survivor. So my breast cancer journey began in July. I had a mammography, and it came back fine. A couple of months later, I was scratching on my right side, and I felt a lump. And at that time, I decided to go to the doctor to find out what it was. And at that time, the doctor said it was the size of a pea. She wasn't worried, but sent me for an ultrasound. So I went for that ultrasound, and they sent me for further testing, and I had to go for a biopsy, and it was in fact breast cancer, which took me for a loop because my mammography a few months earlier had come back normal. I was feeling overwhelmed that I had just gotten a breast cancer diagnosis. So what I decided to do was, rather than have a lumpectomy with radiation, I decided to have a double mastectomy. And I was glad I did. After my mastectomy, it was determined I had another little satellite of lumps on the other side of my breast. My surgical oncologist felt the radiation wouldn't have hit that. So it was the right decision for me to have that double mastectomy. And then I was faced with the question of whether or not to get chemo. So my medical oncologist ordered a breast prognostic test for me. It did aid in the decision of whether or not to get chemo, but I wasn't truly comfortable with the result of that test. I felt that, the risk that came back with was a little bit on the high side. It was a tough decision to make. And, for a while after, I struggled with, did I do the right thing? Did I make the right decision? Every day that, that went by, it was at the forefront of my mind. After, hearing about EndoPredict and the fact that that test is specific to my tumor and that I'd get an individualized result based on the fact that I was node negative and the fact that I had a small tumor, I wanted to, have EndoPredict done as well, just to get confirmation on foregoing chemo as I did, that was the correct decision. So I had the EndoPredict test done, and that result came back as low risk. In fact, a much lower risk than the first result. That first result, the score was about a 10% risk, and EndoPredict came back at 4% because it was more individualized to my specific tumor. So it just helped confirm to me that I did make the correct decision for me at foregoing that chemo. The turnaround time was very impressive with EndoPredict. The result for EndoPredict is just a few days. As a breast cancer patient, it's really important to have that result and have it back quickly because of the fact that every day matters. And we want to get to 5-year survival. After 5 years, we want to get to 10 years. We want to get to 15 years. Your life is in your hands. You have the power to make the decisions and be your own advocate. You need a personalized result that you can make the most accurate decision for you. And that is the power that EndoPredict can provide for you. Having that result with EndoPredict really put me at ease that I did make that right decision for me.